What's up guys, it's Captain of Production 02 and welcome to my review of set 75359 332nd Ahsoka Clone Trooper Battle Pack released in August of 2023. So this set is a bit of a controversial one to be reviewing here, but we're going to get into it and what I think of it. It is a good set, so let's jump straight in. This set, basically, it does say £10 on mine. This set is actually £18 in the UK, but actually it might be 19. Why does mine say 10? Well, I found basically a stall at a kind of market that was selling Lego for some cheap, so that's why mine says 10. I do have about 4 copies of this set, and we're going to get into that in this video. The main problem with this set, if you're army building, and can you get around this in any ways or any way to fix it? That's something we'll talk about. So you do get 4 minifigures in this set, as you can see here. So we're going to go through all those minifigures. Basically, 3 of them are unique, 2 of them are copies of each other, and 1 of them is a figure that everybody is very angry about. This set has a bit of controversy to it, but we're going to get through that, and before I forget, you also have this little build here. So let's jump straight in on those minifigures. So first up here we have Captain Vong. So, he's, again, this set is based off more or less just like Season 7 of Star Wars or Clone Wars. Put my hand behind it, maybe it'll focus better. Yeah, I'm still testing out. This is the first time I've used this camera for a review, but this Captain Vong. So, again, he has a standard 501st Trooper legs, but he has a unique print on the torso that you can see there. If we flip up this, it is a standard helmet that all the other troops have. His head will be the standard head that all the other troops have as well. Flip him around, he does have like the backpack print, kind of like what Commander Cody has from the ATTE from last year, and he has a standard Lego blaster, and he'll be a minifigure we focus on in this video towards the end when I talk about the army building part of the set. Let's move on to the normal troopers. So as for the stuff you can actually army build is you get 2 of these. So these are the regular 332nd, the torso and legs are from the 501st Trooper from a couple of years ago. What is it right here? And basically, the helmet has got those helmet holes, and people complain to no end about helmet holes on these clones. I personally don't have a gripe with it. They're not aesthetically pleasing, but it's still clone troopers to add to your army. He has the blue jetpack. You get 2 with the jetpack. Here's another one, and you get 1 without a jetpack. You can customize these minifigures. You do get one of those little bags in this set as well. And by bags I mean these little bags here with accessories in them. I've just not used any of those ones. But that's kind of your minifigures. Let's get on to the builds. So the first of 2 builds, this one I feel like was made out of spare pieces, but does the job. I'm sorry, I'm feeling a bit sick, but it's got this kind of candle-esque piece on the bottom, it's got a little kind of round bit, and it is a stud shooter using the new design. So you can take a minifigure and you can have it stand behind it. It kind of works. Obviously the minifigure cannot physically fire this, but it kind of works for its intended purpose. I mean, you can actually shoot it, I'll kind of aim and shoot the camera. Watch. Where did that go? I have no clue where that went. No, that totally just went across the room. It went over my head. That's an interesting feature on this set. You lose the stud. But for what it is, it's a cool little build. You don't have to use it. Again, I feel like most people, and myself included, who are army building this set will only build 1 or 2 copies of the set and part out or use other parts in mocks. Speaking of builds, let's move on to the Swamp Speeder. So this is the Swamp Speeder build. It's an alright build. When they first rumoured this set, everyone was thinking it'd be more like the fighter tank we got last year, that kind of size, but they ended up doing it in battle pack size, which I think is a good idea, because I think the Swamp Speeder is one of the few builds we have not had a battle pack, because usually it's a repeat of a Bark Speeder, an AT-RT, or just something that they've thrown at us before, or a turret. But this I like. So I don't know if I doubt these were on Mandalore, kind of it's a Swamp Speeder, but pretty cool build. You can fit 2 clone troopers in this build, so we're going to take Captain Vong, and they give you a place for the blasters as well, which I like. Also, I love the design of this engine on the back. That is done pretty cool. So, take the blasters, you cut them to the side like so. You take Captain Vong, you can shove him in just like that. You're all good. You don't get any control panels, you can just sit behind that piece. You flip it around. We'll take the one that doesn't have a jetpack. Again, I apologise for that. I still want to get a video out because I've not been the greatest recently getting them out. But yeah, so we take him, put his hands down, push up that control panel. You're all sorted. Flip it around, take this, shove it in, and you're all good. So the bottom of this, and Commander Vong, Captain Vong, sorry, will fall out. You look underneath, you can kind of get an idea of how it's built. Not to mention, you do not get any of those pieces they sometimes shove on the bottom of the set, those kind of smooth pieces that you would find. So, you know, you can have the Swamp Speeder, you know, kind of coming at an angle here. You know, we can have some of the troops, you know, kind of. The jetpack ones obviously are not going to go in it, but, you know, this could be good for battle scenes. It's just a shame they include Vong in the set, but, you know, we're going to discuss that at some point in this video, but, you know, even if you're just buying this as a one-off, yes, there's helmet holes, but if, like me, you personally don't care about helmet holes, it does work. But, you know, it's not already built in. Yeah, it does have those stud shooters in the front. I'm not shooting those off because I'm not losing more of them. Let's jump into the box and instructions. So, by the box art, you can see it takes place on Mandalore. Like I said, that was from a market, so that's why I was able to get. I went and bought like 2 of these there, just try and bulk up the army for cheap. You see it on Mandalore, jet trooper flying, got your minifigures, Captain Vong, and all 3 your troops. Which, I think it's weird seeing that on a battle pack box, that they show you the minifigures, because if you remember back in the day, they showed you the 4 minifigures on the back, sometimes, but they wouldn't usually put them at the front. Flip it around, kind of shows you the features, you know, basically, well, the lack thereof features, because most of the set is going to be imaginative play because it's a battle pack. It's nice box art though, you know, you've got the Mandalorian, you've got the course of bling on top and whatnot. Let's take a look at the instructions. So the instructions, unfortunately, it's been well over a year at this point since we last had instructions that looked like the box. And if you don't know what I mean, like back when they would print the same stuff that was on the box onto the instructions, you can see the difference. There's night and day. A lot of people, including myself, don't like it. These feel cheap. It's these crappy render instructions. Unfortunately, LEGO are looking to cut costs, so this is probably going to be how it is going forward. You know, standard instructions. You know, you get that little minifigure walking as Captain Vong, and you know, as you get closer to the end, of course, you know, you get the picture. You can see he gets closer. So in the back there is an ad for, you know, more sets. I can just get my fingers to work with me here. Showing off other sets, you know, the other battle pack which I have reviewed, the Yoda Starfighter, which I don't really plan on buying, but knowing me, I probably will end up with that set. So that's your instructions. So for the price being $18.99, right, we're at that point in the UK, the US is already there where battle packs are now double what they originally retailed for back 16 years ago, which is nuts. Is this battle pack worth it? Yes and no. The Captain, if you're not bothered by the helmet holes, then yes. The Swamp Speeder is just like any battle pack. It's, you know, you buying them, obviously you're going to get repetitive builds, but you can do other things with the parts. Now, I personally own 4 copies of this battle pack. In my view on the Captain Vongs, initially I was going to sell them, but you can't really sell them a battle pack minifigure because they're not worth anything. So, you could just get rid of the Captain Vongs, or you could take off the visors and make it not Captain Vong, or you could do another option which I think is slightly more creative, and you're using the accessories. So you could take the little bags like these, right? And I'm only suggesting this because you get it in the set, and you could make him into, you know, your additional one, take the antenna and make it into like the 501st Officer type minifigure that we got this year as well. You know, you could just shove that on there. I think that would work pretty. Just, you know, just be an orange version of that onto your spare Vongs. That could be an idea. Or if you really wanted to, but this really goes outside of this because you have to take them from another set. is use the elite binoculars, macro binoculars rather, is what they're called, and use them on the extra vongs. I feel like that's the way to go, unless you're willing to sell them, but I don't think they'll be worth anything. But apart from that, it's a good idea for a set, especially if you want to build up the Ahsoka army, which I'm not looking to go for hundreds. I mean, I might stop where I am, but you know, just for bulking up the clone army just that small bit, this set has had some uses. But anyway, that's been my review of this set. I don't know what's happening, if there'll be a video on Friday between now and Christmas Day, but on Christmas Day you're getting the complete version of the Advent Calendar opening. Thank you very much for watching.